Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we're going to start on a new script for the vehicle camera. Now I'll just state this to begin with. We are going to do some further work on the vehicle script, but I just want to get all the basics in place before we actually get on to polishing up, updating and tweaking all the scripts that we're going to use for the vehicles. So as you can see, I've created a new C# script called vehicle camera, and we'll begin right at the top here by creating our variables. So public vector3, let's give this a naming convention of camera POS for position and 1. And this is going to be equal to a new vector3. We'll open and close brackets, close that line off. I'm going to use 0f, comma, 2.5f, comma, minus 6.5f. Now, as always, these values are going to be different for each and every one of you, depending on the vehicle models you're using. And of course, if you're using a lot of different vehicles in your project, you may have to alter this value in the inspector for each and every one of them, but hopefully this will give you a good starting position. So we'll put this into the comments. Defines first camera position, and let's just copy that line and we'll paste it in 4 more times. And we'll just change the naming convention to begin with. So camera position 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's alter these variables now. So I'll change that to 1.5 minus 5. We'll come to the next one. Let's try 0.4, and here 1.2. And yes, I have experimented with these values before doing this lesson, just to make sure that they were somewhere where I needed them to be. So for the next one, we'll try minus 0.25 by 2.2, and this one we'll try 50, and we'll just set this to 0 because this is going to be an overhead camera. And we'll just change the comments, so second, third, 4th, and we want 5th. Okay, we need another variable of type public int. In fact, we'll make this private. We don't really need to see it in the inspector to know it's working, so let's give this a naming convention of underscore vehicle camera value. We'll just close that line off into the comments. Defines vehicle camera value of type private. We're going to say vehicle camera positions, and we'll give it the same naming convention just with the underscore. and of course the lowercase v. We'll close that line off. Into the comments, defines naming convention for our camera positions. And we'll come here, we'll put of type private enum. We'll use this convention. Open and close brackets. That's got rid of our red error. And we'll come inside the enum. We'll put camera position 1 equals 0, comma. Let's just copy and paste that in 4 more times. I'll get rid of the empty line. And we're going to change it from 2, 3, 4 and 5. And the last one. And then we just need to change the numbers up. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Remember to get rid of the comma on the last one. And we'll come to the void start. We'll set the vehicle camera value to equal 0 on startup. So let's get that into the comments. Set vehicle camera value to 0 on start up. And you may want to choose a different value, but I would wait till we've finished the script and then you can test out which one of these you want to begin with. And let's come here below the void update. This can be of type private. And it can actually be of type void. And let's give this a naming convention of switch vehicle camera. Open and close brackets, open and close again. We'll put in a debug.log. Open and close brackets, close the line off, inside the brackets, little speech marks. And we'll use that naming convention. We'll say we're going to switch. We'll open and close brackets. We'll open and close again. Let's come here inside the first set of brackets. And what we're switching is the vehicle camera value. And then we'll come inside this other set of brackets and we're going to say case 0, and this time we want a full colon, and we'll come below. We want camera position 1. We'll open and close brackets, close that line off with a semicolon. Next line, break, semicolon. And don't worry about the red error, we're going to fix that in a moment. So let's just copy and paste all 3 of those lines. Again, we'll paste in 4 times, giving us 5 in total. And we can just copy and paste the naming conventions from the enum for all the different camera positions. And we just need to change the case number up by 1 each time. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we'll come here just before the last close bracket. And I'm sure you've guessed what's going to come. It's going to be a private void. And then we'll create these functions to get rid of our red error. So camera position 1, open and close brackets, open and close again. Let's just copy and paste in that debug log, and we'll switch out the naming convention. And of course we're going to copy that and again just paste that in 4 times. And we just need to go through and copy and paste in all the naming conventions for the voids and their debug logs. And that's the last one. Now, for those of you that have seen my other videos, you may recognize this type of case block. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to go through how this is going to work when we actually come to add in some functionality to the script, which is what we'll be doing in the very next lesson. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.